Hi, my name is Mikah, and my internship this summer was at Outlaw Equine Medical and Rehab Center, and during these 6 weeks, I was studying equine sports medicine. A little bit about Outlaw. It's located in Decatur, Texas, and Outlaw is actually one of the nation's top equine vet facilities. The clientele coming through this facility are very high-end, prestigious horses that are athletes. They get the same treatment that professional human athletes get as well. And these are horses that you see performing on TV and pro rodeo and many different dressage clinics as well. And some of the stallions standing here and their progeny have earned over millions in winnings over their lifetimes. So it was definitely an honor being able to come here. Just as a warning, there are some potentially graphic and upsetting photos to follow. So yeah, so just be wary of those as I go along with my presentation. So my day-to-day, I typically work 12 to 14 hours every day, which would total up to about 60 hours or more a week. These horses on the screen here are just examples of what I would deal with every day. Just as a high schooler, they immediately let me jump in and help, and I was immediately hands-on with many different medications and creams and treatments, and that horse actually with a very noticeable hole in her face, that hole was so severe that anytime we sprayed her herbal spray on her face to help her skin grow back, it would leak through the hole into her lungs and her mouth, which meant that we had to flush her mouth out with water after so she would stop coughing on the fumes from the herbal spray. And that's just a sad reality of some of these horses, and that's why they're there. Outlaw had some very impressive technologies, and I got to use them, and there's so many I can't even list them all. But one of my favorites was a nebulizer, and a nebulizer is basically just a giant horse inhaler. And it's used to you put medications in the cup, and some of these medications can be calming. So a horse that stresses or has anxiety standing in a stall will be medicated with that calming medication, or sometimes they're used to clear abscesses or diseases in the lungs. Another of my favorite, actually, one of the horses who was there long before I was, using a nebulizer, racked up a $40,000 bill by the end of his treatment plan. And that's just, and then another one was a blue laser, and a blue laser basically is just a light that you hover over the skin area, and that skin gradually grows back over time. But unfortunately, the horse that I was blue lasering in that picture had to be put down because her hoof was peeling from the bottom, and eventually the entire foot would have fallen off her leg. So she had to be put down, and that's just an unfortunate reality that not all patients have positive outcomes on their cases, and that's had to deal with several of those during my internship. So some of my highlights, I helped treat the dark side, one of the Trevor Brazil's working studs. If you don't know who Trevor Brazil is, he is very big in the rodeo world and has won 26 world champion titles in roping, and that was his horse that I got to treat. And then probably my biggest highlight was being offered a job to come back and work for Outlaw, which I plan to do next summer. I didn't have much free time, but my host family and days off, that was the pool house. I met my host family through a friend of a friend, and they were very kind and let me stay in their pool house for free for my 6 weeks. And their pool house was separate from their house, so it was nice. We had a separate space, but they allowed me to do laundry in their house, and on my days off, I did things like, get groceries and do laundry and clean my room. I went out to eat once. That was about it. So some tips and advice I have for future interns are work hard and show effort, and these are all pretty self-explanatory, but they really do matter. Ask lots of questions. You're there on an internship. You're not going to know everything. You're expected to ask questions. Keep an open mind and positive attitude. Be punctual and offer to stay late. Build your network. I have so many new connections from this internship now, and you're never going to know how many doors that will open for you in the future unless you just talk to people and get those contacts in your phone. And then soak it in, have fun, and make memories. It flies by. You're going to be thinking, where did those 6 weeks go? Because you're just enjoying it so much. And then remember that the first impression is the only impression you have. I want to thank all of these people. Thank you.